Now, if a family visit to Yum Cha on the weekend is one of your favourite things to do, but when the dessert trolley rolls out, you get most excited about the crepes filled with mango and cream at the end, then this is a recipe for you. We're going to make coconut milk crepes with a mango and coconut yoghurt filling, which is absolutely delicious. This is a beautiful quality coconut milk. You can see that by the fact that it has a slight grey tinge, so that means it hasn't been bleached, and that's what we're after. With some vanilla to sweeten it a little. And I'm going to use ground turmeric today to get that pop of yellow that traditionally some yellow food colouring at Yum Cha might provide. And this is just some honey to sweeten it ever so slightly. Now, I want to make a little dedication to my son Jet on this recipe. He helped me test it. He gave great feedback on the actual filling, and he's a big fan of Yum Cha, so I feel like this is a recipe that I'd like to dedicate to him. So get all those ingredients whisked together. Then we'll get some wholemeal flour in. You could use a white flour, but wherever possible, try and get some wholemeal and get that extra dose of fibre into your foods, especially when they're sweet. And then some tapioca flour. That helps to lighten the batter. Give those a little mix together. And you can see, unlike perhaps traditional crepes, I've actually got quite a few eggs here, and that will make it a really loose crepe batter. So once we've incorporated all of these ingredients together, you're going to want to leave around about an hour for it to be setting in the fridge so that all the ingredients can come together nicely. So our 3 eggs go in at the end. This is also one you can make the night before, so you've got it ready to go for breakfast the next morning, unless you're having them as a dessert, of course, and then you want to get the batter done in the afternoon and just let it sit in the fridge. Then we'll whisk our eggs in, and the combo of that beautiful yellow from the turmeric and the pop of yellow from our egg yolk is just the tinge that I'm after. We don't need fluoro in our foods. Whenever I see fluoro foods, you know there's an additive in there, and we want to avoid that. Nature provides lots of colour in itself. So that's our crepe batter done. We're going to cover it and then get it into the fridge for an hour. So the crepe batter's come out of the fridge. I'm just going to give it another little whisk to remove some of the sediment of the flours if they've sunk to the bottom and loosen up that batter again. And with crepes, you don't want your pan super hot. A low to medium heat is perfect. They like it low. And get some coconut oil into the pan to coat it. You can use butter, but I like the complement of flavours here. There's coconut milk in the batter, and there's also coconut yoghurt going into the inside of the mango. So it's nice to use the coconut oil. It all just works together. So about 3 tablespoons is all you need for the batter going into the pan. Once that's in, work quickly to spread the batter around. They'll be small, so you've got enough just to get your filling in. Don't worry if they're a little bit misshapen, no biggie. But that's why it's important to have the heat on a low to medium heat, because if it's up too high, the batter will form together a lot faster and it'll stay like that. Whereas when it's low to medium, you've got an opportunity to spread the crepe batter around the pan. Just keep an eye on your crepes. Once you see the little bubbles forming on the top, it's time to flip it, and you don't need much time on the other side. We don't want them crispy, we want to be able to roll them. All right, I've got a nice little setup whilst I'm rolling our mango coconut crepes. Made my pot of green tea to go with it. Just gently take a crepe, and then you've sliced your mango into chunks, probably about 1 centimetre in thickness. Get those into the base. Obviously, it's not mango season all year round, so I just get the frozen mango and defrost it, and it works the same. Sometimes it can be a little bit more tart, the frozen mango, but you can always add a little drizzle of honey if you wish. And then a dollop of this lusciously thick coconut yoghurt rolling over the top from the bottom, in at the sides to create your envelope, and then rolling over working gently with these ones. They also, I would say, work a lot better when they've had time to cool down. And they taste even better if they've sat in the fridge to chill, just like they do at Yum Cha. There we go. I'm happy with those little bundles of deliciousness. These make a perfect Sunday brekkie, maybe a dessert, or a little afternoon tea with a cup of green tea.